I've knocked on more than 27,000 doors in Toronto to get started as an entrepreneur and as a novelist. I started out selling my book this way, and it was one of the hardest things that I've ever done. In today's motivation, I want to share with you some of the most important lessons that I've ever learned doing this. And if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started.
Today's motivation by Yahaya B.
Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. My name is Yahaya B. I'm the author of Struggles of a Dreamer, The Battle Between a Dream and Tradition. It is a book about having the courage to chase your dream against all the odds. More about the book later in the video. I started out selling my books door to door because I used to raise money for charity door to door. That was a summer job that I had, and I figured if I can do that successfully, raising money for other people's products, I can surely sell my books successfully door to door. And so I began to sell my books door to door. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I was always afraid as to what people were going to say when I showed up at the door. And I was always afraid that people were going to slam their door in my face. Those fears never left me, even when I became good at selling my books door to door. And when I first started out, having written the book in 2009, published it in 2010, and released it January 22nd, 2011. When I first started out, I would sell about 3 to 4 copies within a 4 to 5 hour period. And then over the course of sticking to it, I was able to start selling 15 to 20 copies in a day in that same period, 3 to 4 hour period. And then my sales went up as high as 25 to 30 copies within the same period. This brings me to the number one lesson that I want to share with you. If you want results, you gotta be consistent. It's simple as that. If you want to lose 30 pounds, you have to be able to stick to the necessary work ethic that you need to reach that goal. You have to commit to a schedule or whatever it is, commit to eating well to be able to reach that goal. You have to commit every single day. You cannot do it today and then not do it tomorrow or for 2 weeks and then go back to it. It's not going to work. When I started out selling my books, I was only able to improve my sales because I stuck with the process. I went from selling 2 to 4 to 5 copies in a 3 to 4 to 5 hour period to selling 25 to 30 copies in the same period over the course of time. And I was able to do so because I stuck with the process. Consistency, that is the magic, the secret ingredient that is not so secret to reaching the goals that you are seeking. And the next lesson I want to share with you is this. You gotta work your butt off. Do not fall into the trap that there is a shortcut to your goal. I'm sorry to disappoint you. There isn't a shortcut. You gotta work hard. You gotta work really hard to make your goals a reality. You need to work hard to be consistent, and you need to be consistent to reach your goal. And the next lesson that I want to share with you is this. You gotta be extremely clear as to what it is you want to achieve. Whenever I go out to sell my books door to door, I will always have a set number of books with me in my backpack ready to sell. And at the time, I started out with about 10 copies, and I would make a goal to sell all 10 copies of my book. That's all my focus was that day. Sell 10 copies. So whatever it is you're looking to achieve, decide on that goal with clarity so that you can stay 100% focused on realizing that goal. And the next lesson that I want to share with you is this. Know why it is you are seeking the goal that you are looking to achieve. It is so important because being clear on your why is something that will come to your aid when you struggle. And yes, you will struggle. It is a necessary part of the process, especially at the beginning. When I started out selling my books door to door, I remember standing at a stranger's door and I had no idea what the heck to tell them. It was hard for me to really communicate what it was that I was trying to do, you know, what my book was about, who I was, why I was standing at people's door. But I was able to overcome that challenge because I stuck with the process and I allowed myself to struggle, and I forgave myself and understood that it is a necessary part of the growth process. In that moment, of course, I criticized myself, but over the course of time, I became wiser and realized that it is just what it is. You have to struggle. So I'm here to remind you that it is okay to struggle at the beginning. And in knowing your why, you will be able to rise above and keep pushing and keep going. And the last lesson that I want to share with you is this: never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Because each and every time you attempt to push further towards your goal, you will encounter struggles. You will encounter obstacles that seem to be a stopping block in your path. But the key is to never give up. Know exactly what you want to achieve. Be consistent in working towards it. Continue to work hard as you go through the process of realizing your dream, and never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. That's really it. At this point in the video, I'm going to tell you what my book, Struggles of a Dreamer, is all about. It is a novel. It is an inspirational book about a character who is supposed to become a farmer like everyone else generation past. But instead of going for a tradition, he courageously takes a leap of faith towards a recurrent dream that he has. And the book was inspired by a misunderstanding that I had with my dad. I was in my second year at York University in 2009 when I decided that I want to write a book as a challenge. My dad thought I was going to abandon school to write a book. So he came to my room emphasizing school first. I thought that he meant I don't support you in the writing of the book. And because of the respect that I have for him, I didn't talk back, so I didn't clarify to see where he was coming from. But I was inspired with the aha for what to write about. So I wrote the book in secret over the course of a year while I kept going to school, and I graduated in psychology. And that's where I came up with the idea for the story, Struggles of a Dreamer, the battle between a dream and tradition, to capture what we want to do in life versus what we are expected to do in life. That being said, I want you to learn more about the book. Go to strugglesofadreamer.ca right now to read the reviews about the book. See what people are saying. So far, I've sold over 55,000 copies of my book, and I believe that you will get so much value out of reading it. Order your copy right now. Use the promo code on the screen to get your copy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. If you did, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. And if you are feeling generous, please share this video with someone who needs to watch it. God bless you, and may all of your dreams come true. See you in the next video. Have a good day.